Alright, give me a second here, guys. Alright, so I thought I'd do a little, show you guys what I'm doing here. As you can see, I already took the seat out of the truck. Here's my behind the cab, or behind the seat cab tank. I'm just in the process. I just got the first bolt out right here. I got to take all these bolts out, disconnect the line. Actually, I think I'm just gonna disconnect this hose clamp here. I don't want to disturb that though. It looks like it's not too rusty. It's not rusty at all actually. Unplug this line, undo that, and we should be golden. Fortunately, these are a little stiff. I should just run the air hose out. Use the impact, but what's ratchet work, eh? Builds character and muscles. I also kind of want to see where all this rust is coming from. The thing is I smell bad gas hard. And that makes me think that there's a hole in this tank. I shouldn't smell it. Good or bad, I shouldn't smell gas. So I gotta take this out anyways because I gotta fix the hole in back here, but that happens after. And if you're wondering why that hole is probably there, because that's not a spot they typically rot, I'm pretty sure they put this bracket in here. You can't see it the best on the camera right now, but that holds the top of the tank in, and my assumption is that's what did it. Now if this tank ain't too bad, I'm hoping it's not, I'm going to have to go looking for another one of these tanks. I'm going to clean it, paint it before I put it back in, depending on how rusty it is on the inside. I mean, that's going to be a big determining factor. Just one of those, yeah, it's just a screw that goes onto there. I have to cut this tape, well, I'll just undo it, I guess. I'm actually going to help my buddy with his house in a few hours, or less than an hour. But, oh, look at that. There, there's a ground wire too. Okay, so we got a tie strap over here to cut, and 2 flatheads. Close the door and we'll be back over. That's nice. One nice thing about this truck, without the front seat in it, there's lots and lots of room. The only problem is this truck's so high I can't reach. As you guys can see, I'm not in the best angle here. Alright. So yeah, there. Better an angle. Now you can see that bracket I'm telling you about. That's not original. And it seems like the rust follows that. So I'm thinking when they welded that on or something. That's when the problem occurred. These top bolts are easy. Some of you may say I penetrate fluid on, you're probably right, but I take off so many bolts, nuts and bolts, and throughout the day. I actually rarely use penetrating fluid. If shit's really rusty, sure, but, or stuck. Other than that, good impact usually takes it out pretty quick. The only thing, I mean, there's a couple things to talk about having in cab tank. The thing I don't like is the loss of space, dry space behind the seat, but these old trucks do have a lot of space here and there, so what I've been thinking is I'm probably going to weld the toolbox, or bolt the toolbox on under the hood. So when I, inevitably break down someday, It'll be no big deal because all I'll have to do is pop the hood and hey, my tools are all right there, ready to go. Make myself a little toolkit for my truck and away to the races. Should have done this a while ago, really. I would like to get this so, you know, I can put gas in the tank and start it up and it'll run and idle and, you know, if I wanted to drive, but obviously without steering or brakes, that's not the best idea. Just curious to see what is going to be behind this sucker. Anyways guys, I need to go get a screwdriver and undo these hose clamps. So I'll be back and I'm going to set the camera back up on the other side here. Back again with my handy dandy Scrutenheimer. Fuck, this gas tank stinks. I must say it's amazing how much gas stinks over the years. Wow. That's like gooey. I obviously need new fuel lines. Holy fuck, nothing will pass through these. I didn't realize they went like this. It's like it feels like a gummy bear. Gummy bears and your fuel lines and everywhere. Yeah, I kind of expected that I'd have to be replacing a lot of hoses and rubber things. But this truck did sit for twice as long as I was told it did. So, it's hard to say. Oh, this is always fun. When the hose clamp decides to not do what it's supposed to and actually unthread itself. I need to cut this. I assume that's not going to break too easy. I mean, it's old, so it might. But I can't believe this truck's been sitting that long. Anyways, I'll be right back. I know, I'll use what I got yesterday at a yard sale. Check these out. I don't know really what they are. They look like they could cut metal, they got really blunt ends, but they'll cut paper too, I tried. Let's see if they'll cut a tie strap. They were $1. I don't have any. Anytime I see a tool that I don't have and it's like $1, I always buy it. Because you can always use extra tools. There's more tape here I gotta undo. Oh god, guys. Glad you don't have to smell this fucking skanky old gas. It does not smell good. Oh, there's still some fuel in the lines and it is nasty. It's like black. Oh man, it almost made me puke. It's funny because, you know, I can smell shit, no problem, stuff like that. Doesn't bother me. Fucking raunchy gas though, almost made me puke. Alright, here we go, boys. Drain out what's in the line here so it's not sloshing all over. This is the worst I've ever seen. Unless somebody put oil in this gas. This gas is black. I don't know if you can see that. Wow. I've never seen gas that looked like that. Ever. I've seen some nasty gas. Here goes nothing. Oh, I'm glad there's not a huge amount of fuel in this, but there is some. Oh boy. What do they got going on here? Oh, good, I'm good. Alright, I gotta finish disconnecting up here. Oh, this is gonna be a stinky mess, I think, no matter what I do. The minute I pick this up, well, it shouldn't slosh out too much more. A little bit. Coming down from there, but oh, nastiness. Glad to get that out of here. Oh fuck, guys, it's gross. That kind of shit rarely bothers me, but man, yuck. It's fucking raunchy. Like I said, guys, I've never smelled gas that bad. I've never seen gas turn black. Like, fuck. Have you seen that? I don't know anybody has told me they've seen it. Oh. I wish I could have a proper tank in the back, but with the dump box, that's not going to work out so well. So that's kind of not going to happen. It's always fun when hose clamps do this. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't see it from there, but fucking screw came out of the hose clamp. But it came off, that's the main thing. Now, I'll do it that way. That's on there. I'm best off either to cut that or get a pair of voice screw or pipe wrench. I always, quite often with big hoses, rubber hoses, when they stick, I find if you can just get a monkey wrench on there, give it like a little quarter turn, even a set of channel locks will work in a pinch. But I might be able to get two with this flathead. Sometimes you can get them started. I don't think that's going to happen with this, but you never know. Oh, there she goes. I'm just turning the outside. Should keep the screwdriver on it. Keep prying it off. There we go. Haha. Oh boy, this tank's going to be fucked, I think. By the rust I see and just the filler neck, it's not looking good. Oh boy. Alright. Disconnect this side. We're officially disconnected. This tank on the outside is in really good shape. Oddly enough. Done little repairs here and there behind it. Back in the day. Over here a little one. There she is. She's out. Actually, the door opened. Oh.